Uh, Hi, everybody. Thank you, Geeta and Divya. And if you're comfortable, please turn on the video because I can see you doing. If I mean whatever I demonstrate, I can make sure that you're doing correctly. If you're not, that's fine too. But we will. Yeah. So as Geeta introduced, like I'm an art of living instructor. Uh, the breathing and meditation has been transformational in my life. So that's the reason I chose to share this. I've had a wonderful career, and a lot of it I attribute to the techniques that I use. So last few years, like I'm doing full-time volunteering with Art of Living and other programs. Uh, Sorry, I'm in India, so you could see a little bit of a background noises, but I hope you'll forgive me for that.
So, no, no, don't say that, sir. It's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So today, what I would like to do is I would like to briefly introduce some of these techniques, and then I'll start with a little bit of yoga. We call it subtle yoga. It's just to wake you up a little bit. You can sit down and do it. You can sit wherever you're doing. In fact, this is very good for folks who are on computer, which I assume that most of you are. So, and then we also call it desktop yoga. So you could do this. Just take 2 minutes, 5 minutes of a little bit of increasing the blood circulation, especially in the upper chamber, like essentially the face, neck, and then the whole head. Then I'll briefly cover a few breathing techniques, and then we will go into meditation, a guided meditation. You simply have to just sit, close your eyes, and simply follow the instructions. Like you don't have to listen to it in a very keen way. You just listen to it as if you're listening to music. That's all. And then I'll leave around 5 to 10 minutes for question and answers. So that way we'll cover 1 hour. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's good, actually. So, I mean, I'll give you a little bit of science behind this. A typical human being, they use only 30% of the lung capacity, 30% out of this 100%. And 90% of the impurities in the body, they come out through breath. Now, if one is using only 30% of the lung capacity and 90% is supposed to come out the breath, the stuff is staying inside. That is causing a lot of stress, a lot of diseases in the body. And then when we learn some of these breathing techniques, you would learn how to exercise your lung capacity fully so that all the impurities in the body would come out. And then you feel much better. Um, so what we'll do is like we'll start with a little bit of shaking. So we will. It's early morning. I assume it's a lot of you are in US, so it is very early morning. So we get wake up a little bit by shaking. Let's start shaking our hands, and then if you are comfortable, and then if you want to get up and then just shake your whole body, jump around a little bit. I'm just jumping here. Then I'll start shaking my head as well. Keep shaking hands, legs. Let's give 100%. One of the important rule why we're doing this is we keep a smile. Let's increase the speed. Relax. Sit down and then close your eyes. Just observe. Just close your eyes and then observe the breath. Observe any sensations in the body. So what we'll do is we'll start our subtle yoga. We also call it Sukshma Yoga. So we'll start with the head. We'll take our hand, palm, and then place it on our head. And then just move the scalp. Now go around both the hands. Never mind, we still have time for makeup, so don't worry. So what we are doing here is increasing the blood circulation in the upper head. Go around. You're applying a little bit of pressure and then moving the scalp. Enjoy the little massage that you're giving yourself. So the sequence is very easy to remember. What we're going to go from the top, and then we're going to go until the neck. So relax. We'll knock the forehead a little bit, gentle knocks, waking up, wake up, wake up. Just go around the head as well. Keep knocking. So we'll go to the ears now. How many of you have read about the research at one of the premium universities? They found that when they pull the earlobes, the memory and then the brain functions very well. So let's pull the ears. If you have in pairs, like maybe you could pull your neighbor's ears as well. Now we'll cycle the ears clockwise, anti-clockwise. We'll go back to pulling the earlobes. One more time, cycling the ears. Stretch it a little out. Pull it up. Do you guys feel any difference?
Mhm.
So we'll come to the eyebrows. So we'll stretch the eyebrows. We'll take two of our fingers, the pointing finger and then the thumb, and then start from the eyebrow center and then stretch the eyebrows. we'll take two of our fingers, like the middle finger and the pointing finger, and then massage the upper portion of the eye, the head here. Go up. Then we go along the nose. These are good for the sinuses, clearing the sinuses along the nose. All right, let's shake it off a little bit. So now we'll do the eye exercises. So what we'll do is we will open our eyes very wide and then close and then just press them open wide and close and press. Open wide, close and press. Wide, close and press. Wide, close and press. Do you like those eye exercises? I'm just watching the clock here. Okay. So some more eye exercises. We'll blink fast 20 times. Blink, 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 blink. Relax. Let's keep our eyes closed for just few seconds. So keep our eyes closed. Enjoy the pampering you did for eyes, face, and head. Let's take a gentle breath in. Let go. So if you could take 1 or 2 minutes on your busy day, in between any of your meetings, right? If you're on the computer, right? This would your eyes would be so thankful to yourself for this exercise. Let's gently open the eyes. And then a lot of stress gets accumulated along the cheeks. So what we'll do is like we take the three of our fingers, the middle fingers, all the three middle fingers, and then start doing like this along the jawbone. Apply a little bit pressure. Do you see any knots? I guess you're naughty. Do you feel good? Then let's go use the same three fingers and then circle around the jaws. Upper jaw, one more time, let's stretch along the jaw. Relax. How is it?
Good.
Okay, wonderful. So we started from the head. We did some knocking around to open the forehead. Then we stretched the eyebrows. We did a little bit exercise for our eyes, then ears, circle around, and then along the sinuses, upper and lower, and then along the jaws. So we'll do an exercise for the mouth. We'll open the mouth wide and then bring it close. And then last one in this set, what we'll do is like we'll take our shoulders up. We breathe in. As we breathe in, we take the shoulders up. We hold the breath a little bit and then make the sound, and then bring the shoulders down. Breathe in, take it up, bring the shoulders up a little bit as much as you can, and then make the sound, relax. Let's close our eyes. Let's acknowledge any changes in the body. Take a long, deep breath in. Let go. One more breath in. Let go. Gradually open your eyes. So we're done with the Sukshma Yoga or the subtle yoga that we learned today. It's quite easy to remember, like go from the top and then come until the neck. So you could do this anytime. We took around 10 minutes, but you could do this for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whenever you have a moment. The eye exercises are so useful. So the exercises for the ear, along the jaws, because a lot of stress seems to get accumulated over here around the jaws. So that would be helpful. It increases the blood circulation around the neck and then head. Okay. So we'll go to the next portion. Uh, how many of you are familiar with the word mudra? So yeah, so I mean, a lot of people who are familiar with this, like who are into this meditation and breathing, like they're very familiar with the mudra called Chin Mudra. Like this is what they do, and then we rest it on our lap. I can't show it, but essentially, like we put our hands, like the the thumb is touching uh, the pointing finger, and then they're gently touching it. So this is a very good mudra. If you could do this, like, and then you could um, take long, deep breath in and out, and then. So what this does is like it balances the air element in the body, and then when the air element is balanced, like you feel good. And so, especially like when we're doing meditation or anything like that, you do this mudra. Now, what I'm going to show today is called Prana Mudra. Prana is subtle force energy that essentially determines how we feel in our body. And you've seen this victory symbol, right? So this is it's very simple. Like what we do is like we put that V, and then we bring all the other three fingers. together. They're gently touching each other. And then we'll experiment how we feel when we do this. And then we take both our palms and then rest on our uh, lap. And then we close our eyes and then start taking normal deep breath in and out. Long, deep breath. Breathe in, completely breathe out. Let's do five of those. Long, deep breath, smooth. Breathe in fully and breathe out fully. Gentle face, smile on the face. Body is relaxed. Let's do two more. Let's make it the last one. Breathe out. Complete the breath you're on and open your eyes. I forgot to mention this. I hope everybody is sitting. I've asked you to close the eyes, and then so I can't see most of you, but I hope you're sitting and then doing this. From now on, whatever we do, we'll be sitting and doing it because we'll close our eyes. We want to make sure that we are safe. So, did anybody notice any changes? How was it? Like you could type in or
It feels calm.
yeah, yeah. So essentially, what this does is like it increases the energy. Like you would feel the energy is moving up, and then of course it makes you relaxed, definitely, and then it's making you feel very light. And then this is very easy. Like so, people feel good like when they say this because it's increasing the prana. Prana is the life force energy is getting increased. Uh, so we're cool with this, right? So I'll go to the next mudra. So the next mudra is this mudra where the middle finger and then the ring finger are touching the thumb, and then the pointing finger and then the little finger are out. So this mudra is called Apana Mudra. So this balances the energy that is going down, and then I'll tell you when to use this, especially like this definitely increases the bowel movement, especially if you want to go to the restroom and then you want to clear your bowel. This is a very good mudra for this one. It's called Apana Mudra. It directs the energy down. It's called Apana Mudra. So what we'll do is we'll take a few of these long breaths, okay, and then rest on our lap, close our eyes. And then we take long, deep, smooth breath in and out. Let's take two more breaths in and out. Relax the breath. Open your eyes. So there are two instances that we could use this one. One is as soon as you ate, and then if you want to digest the food, this is a good mudra for digesting the food. So you could do this up to 5 minutes, like or 1 minute or 2 minutes as well. And then if you're on the commode, and then if you're having difficulty, you could use this mudra as well to for the bowel movement. So it's called Apana Mudra. Any questions? Okay, sure. We'll move on. Uh, So we learned two mudras, like one is the Prana Mudra and then one Apana Mudra. Prana Mudra is to increase the energy, and Apana Mudra is for digestion as or for the bowel movement. Okay. So now we'll do a very simple one. Like this is what we teach in schools. Like it's called straw breath. So it's very simple. Like you breathe in using the nose, and then you assume that there is a tiny straw in the mouth, and then you breathe out very slowly, assuming that there is a tiny straw. So I'll demonstrate it once. I'm breathing in through nose, and then I'm breathing out through mouth as if there is a tiny straw. So you may have observed, like I took a long time. So what we'll do is we'll breathing using the nose, and then we'll do three of those straw breaths. Is it good? So we breathe in using the nose, and then we breathe out as if there is a tiny straw in the mouth, and then we breathe out. And then we make it long, slow. So let's close our eyes. Breathe in using the nose, and then breathe out, assuming that there is a straw in the mouth. Slow, long, deep breath out. Two more of those. Breathe in using the nose. Breathe out with a straw in the mouth. One more last breath in through the nose. Breathe out with a straw in the mouth. Relax. You can open your eyes. So this one, you could do it anytime you feel a little bit tired or any emotional issue that you're going through, anger, frustration, tiredness, like three breaths minimum, and then you could go up to 10 minutes, 5 minutes, like close your eyes and then do it. Uh, and then have a smiley face, and then people would just ignore you, like, and then just do that. You could do this at any place, like even in public transportation, trains, or whatever you're doing. Yeah. If you're doing while you're driving, keep your eyes open. So, so So we've done the subtle yoga. We went from the head to the neck, and then we learned two mudras like the Prana Mudra and then Apana Mudra. We learned a straw breath, like, and then this is the last breath we're going to learn. It's called power breath, and then we call it Yogic Coffee. So it's called Bhastrika. So what I'll do is I'll demonstrate. You could watch me for a second. I'll demonstrate. My palms are loose fist, like by my shoulder. You don't have to do it now. Just watch me do this, and then we'll do it together. And then I take my hands up as I breathe in, and then as I breathe out, and then the palms are open by the time they are up. And then as I breathe out, I take forcefully breathe out, Sorry, my camera is adjusting as soon as I go behind to do this. Zoom is using its AI or whatever it is. So what we're doing is like we are taking our hands up as we breathe in, and then palms are open while they are up. And then as we breathe out, little bit with a little force, we'll breathe out and then come back to the original position, loose fist by our shoulder. So, as I said, 90% of the impurities come out through breath. With this forceful breath, we're just clearing the lungs and then filling it with fresh air. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do it together. Like we'll do 10 of these. Let's not use so much force. We'll do a little bit of force. And then especially if anybody has heart conditions, like just take it easy, like do little bit at a time actually. Okay. So we'll close our eyes, loose fist by our shoulder, a gentle smile on the face. Let's take a normal breath in, let go. Now together we'll breathe in and then takes our hands up and then breathe out with the force. One more time. In, out, in, out, up, down, up, down, in, out, in, out, in, out, up, down, up, down. Relax. We make sure that we do this only while we are sitting. This is very important. And then we'll do quickly two more rounds of these, 10 of this, a set of 10, two more sets of 10. We'll get ready for the second set. Loose fist by our shoulder. Deep transition breath in. Let go. Together, begin up, down, up, down, up, down, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Relax. Keep our eyes closed. Just observe any sensations in the body. Keeping our eyes closed, we'll come back to the loose fist by our shoulder position. This is the power breath. We're doing the third round of the power breath. Gentle smile on the face. Transition breath in. Let go. Together, breathe in, up, down, up, down. Relax the body, up, down, up, down, up, down, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Relax. Palms are resting on your lap. I'll just briefly review what you've learned today. We learned the Sukshma Yoga or subtle yoga. We started with the top of the head, the whole forehead, the ears, the eyebrows, here over here, along the cheeks, mouth, eyes, so that you could do it any time. Just take 2 minutes, especially if you are in meetings, like continuously throughout the day. It's best to do it when you are on the chair and then do this. Uh, we've learned two mudras, like one is Prana Mudra that you could use to increase the energy, and then one is the Apana Mudra. This mudra is for increasing the digestion. You could do it especially after having food or when you're on the commode, like for bowel movement. And then we learned two breathings, like straw breath. Breathe in using the nose, and then breathe out with a straw in the mouth, as if there is a straw in the mouth. Long deep breath. And then the power breath, in and out. In while we take our hands up, and then out when we breathe out, down when we are breathing out. So that you could do it anytime. We call it yogic coffee, like the power breath. So you could do it anytime you need a little bit energy, like especially in the afternoons when you feel a little bit sleepy, you could use to power up your system.